Hello everybody, welcome to the channel 7S26 Simon, and today we're going to look at a machine called Alfa. Now this particular machine is I think this is a medium rated machine. Let's take a look. Let's go to Vulnhub. I just picked this one again just off the main page. Alfa, yeah, medium. There's just two flags on this one, user and root. Now as you well know, if you've sort of followed a couple of these videos, some of the challenges are, even though they say easy, some of them are pretty damn taxing. They make the brain, the old brain cell work for sure. So this one says it involves enumeration, web application, brute force and privask. So there's a whole range of different things that we can hopefully learn from this box. And with it being a medium difficulty, I really don't expect it to be easy at all. So let's get our thinking caps on, let's get ready, and I might do this in two parts. I am not sure. It depends how difficult it is. So first of all, when you download and import the machine into, and you actually start it up in VirtualBox, it's really kind. It's one of those nice virtual machines that gives you the IP address, so you don't have to spend time using net discover or messing about with Nmap and doing sweeps of your network. It's just really nice and straightforward. So that being said, let's do a super quick Nmap scan just to see what we're dealing with. Again, I always like to start with a super basic Nmap scan. Okay, and it's told us that there's 4 ports open. Okay, now I'm going to go back. In fact, let's do this here. And there's 65,535 ports, so we're going to scan every single one. I don't care about noise, it really doesn't bother me. I'm on my local network, and at the end of the day, I want to see what's open, so let's go for it. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so interesting, we've got a port here that we don't know what that one is just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a text editor, and I'm just going to store some of this information in here. This is a more difficult box, so what you're going to notice throughout the video is my techniques are gonna be different. When I do an easy box, I maybe I don't make all of these notes, and maybe I don't go as in depth because it's an easy box. This is medium. The challenge is gonna be substantially harder. I expect. I don't know. I've not done this box before. So what I am also interested in is, let's do an Nmap. Let's go back and let's do an Nmap -O for operating system. I want to figure out what that is, and then also, what else do I want to figure out? I want to figure out let me just cancel man Nmap. Oh, actually no, it's okay. I want to check out the version of that port. Oh, requires sudo privilege for this one. Let's see what this comes back with. So hopefully it comes back with the operating system and it comes back with the version of whatever is on this port, because I'm quite curious to figure out. Okay, weird. So on that port it's using SSH, Open SSH. That's bizarre. Why have they got... Okay, maybe that's going to come in useful later. So this is all part of our enumeration. So I've said this previously in a different video. I quite like to use FTP FileZilla for FTP. So we're going to go ahead and check. I find this the quickest check, to be perfectly honest. 192.168.5.152, username, password blank, and we're going to go with port 21 because that is open. Let's hit quick connect. Okay. Okay, so we've discovered there's a user called Thomas, FTP user called Thomas. So I'm just going to make a note of that. Can we get into his folder? Yeah, there's something called Milo. So that's interesting. Now, we are looking, I think we're looking at my desktop here. So let's copy this over to my desktop. So we've got a nice dog here, nice dog picture. A dog called Milo. Let's just do EXIF tool. Let's just see. Let's install this. I'm just going to pause the video and we'll come straight back. In fact, no, actually I won't pause the video. It's going to be quick. I'm sure you guys don't mind waiting. Come on, install. Install, here we go. EXIF tool, milo.jpg. Okay, so nothing there. There could be some steganography going on. Let's just go back to enumeration, web application, brute force, privesc. Okay, nothing much going on there. Let's do a robots.txt. We can see we've got a whole bunch of different folders, and a technique we learned in the last CTF was we see this bar over here. Oh, and at the bottom we've got some code. Now this looks to me like, I won't say what this looks like, I will type it in. This is what this one looks like to me. I've seen this before on there you go, that's what it looks like to me. So let's agree, let them spy on our session, steal our cookies, why not? Interpret, execute. Here we go. Consort's come back with something called Alfa support. So let's go back to here and let's go to Alfa support. Hi, I'm Thomas Miller. Okay, this is interesting. So Thomas, that must be him. Let's take a note of this if we can. Thomas Miller 300-197. Good morning, nice to meet you, how can I help you? I have a problem with my password, I partially forgot it. I can only remember it's the name of my pet, followed by 3 numerical digits. Could you reset my password? With pleasure. In a maximum of 24 to 48 hours, you will receive an SMS on your corporate phone with your new temporary password. Okay. That's interesting. So the dog was called Milo. I can only remember it's the name of my pet followed by 3 numerical digits. So ultimately we've got a key space of this. So there's 999 different, well maybe 1,000 if you count this one, 1,000 different combinations. So I guess what we're looking for is some form of login. Is there a login on this site? I think there was, because on that previous page, on the robots, there was a /login. Just login. Oh, okay. Well, we've also found out we're running this version of Apache, so let's add that as well. WP admin, maybe. WP-admin. Nope. Oh, hang on, SSH was open, so maybe SSH possible once we have the password. So I guess from here what we probably need to do is look at generating this this password. So that's going to be our next port of call. Okay, so if we're going to generate the password, what we want to do, do we want to try to log in? We can't use, we're going to have to generate this password using a tool, I think Crunch. Yeah, I tried to use Crunch last time. So Crunch, minimum, maximum, and then options. So I'm going to be honest, I haven't got a massive amount of experience with Crunch. So Crunch, password generator, example. And remember guys, it's okay to use, it really is okay to use tutorials. This is the whole point. You know, we're going to learn together. This is not a tool I use often. I have used it many years ago. It's not something I use regularly. So the minimum and maximum password length, so it's going to be, I think, 7 in our case. So let's build up our command. It's going to be crunch, minimum of 7, maximum of 7, because Milo 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yep, 7 7, and then character set -t pattern output file name. So let's put -o file.txt. Let's make that more. Let's call that thomas.txt. Then we need T for pattern. So pattern, this is the pattern of the generator password. For instance, if you knew the target's birthday and you could generate a password that ended with that by using... okay, that makes sense. So Milo at, I think, is probably what this is looking for. Now we need to go back and generate the pattern. So can we see an example? Is there a better example of a pattern? We could, if we knew the target always used numbers between 6 and 8, we could generate if we knew that the target always used number passwords between 6 and 8 characters, we could generate a list. Okay, I think we can just pop in for the pattern. I think we can just pop in 0 through 9, like on that example. Some really crazy examples here. Look, it's quite a powerful tool. Let's go with that one because I think that's the pattern we want. It's kind of self-explanatory, I think. So 0 or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're going to use this password generator, this command, and let's just use that on our desktop. So let's see if this runs. It's going to generate 1,000 different passwords. That was really quick. Let's just do head, and we can see there's a huge amount of passwords in that list. Let's do tail Thomas, and yeah, we can see that's generated, you know, 1,000 different. Let's just do, I wonder if word count will tell us. Yeah, 1,000 lines. Okay, perfect. So it looks like we've got our password list. Now, if you remember when we looked at this port here, that was the SSH port. So I guess what we probably need to do is we need to use probably, let's see if Hydra can use. It can use a custom password list, brute forcing passwords with Hydra. So let's get Hydra ready to go. Let's pull up the cheat sheet. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So users password. So Hydra -L Thomas, because that's the user, -P we're going to go for thomas.txt, which is our password list. This is on our desktop. And then we are going to run, let's just get that IP in there, 192.168.5.152 SSH, and is that gonna run? Is that gonna run? Let's give that a try. Let's see if that works. Oh, of course. Why have I put? I've put SSH, but it's actually 65.111. We're gonna have to tell it it's using SSH because it's probably not going to pick it up, I imagine. Okay, here we go. So we're using our custom word list. We are on our desktop, so it's picking up. We don't need to give the full path to the text file. Let's see if that comes back with anything. So there's a user and a root flag. Hopefully we can get this one. I guess what we'll do, we might split the video into two parts. We might try to get the user flag and then maybe the root separately. We are actually getting quite far though, that being said, because we did our enumeration, we looked at the web application, we've just done the brute force, or we're in the middle of the brute force. This is the brute force, and then we're going after the privask after this, if this works. $142 tries a minute. I probably should have made this threaded. I probably should have added maybe a thread of 4 or maybe more. But hey, it's okay. Let's cancel it. Let's redo this. Let's make a thread of, I don't know, let's do 6. Who cares? Let's see if that makes any difference. Just trying to speed this up for you guys, because the quicker we find out if this works or doesn't work, the better. And I'm just going to do this video in real time. I'm not going to... There's no point me pausing the video. Yeah, it would save you guys time, but I want to show you in real time how long these machines take. You know, this could take quite some serious time. Well, still taking considerable amount of time. Let's whack this up to threads 32. Maybe I should have done this. Let's see how quick this does it. Maybe I should have put it on 32 in the beginning, but who knows. I'm just impatient. I just want to see if this is going to work. Because if we go back to that page, I can only remember it's the name of my pet followed by 3 numerical digits, Milo, and then 3 digits. Should I have done this verbose? Maybe I should have done. I'm not going to cancel it again. 3 minutes left. 32 active. 328 tries. Okay, so if we keep it going, 328 tries in that time isn't too bad. I guess we can wait a little bit longer. The only thing that worries me is we're not that far off halfway through the list and we haven't found it yet. Unless it's going to be a crazy password. It's going to be really high up, like something like 780 or something crazy. Okay, 260 tries a minute. 488 to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause the video because this is taking considerably longer than I expected. So just wait there, and obviously on when I come back, this should hopefully give us a good or a bad result. Let's find out. Okay, no sooner did I stop the video, I paused the video, and it instantly told me what the password was. So that was just a bit unfortunate. So it looks like it's Milo or Milo. Let's say Milo 666. So I guess all we've got to do is SSH over to port 65,111. So 5.152 ports 65.111. I'm not sure if that's the right notation for this. I'm not sure. Let's see if that works. Could not resolve. Let's see what the correct SSH to IP port. Let's just see if you need to you need to specify it with a -p. Okay, my bad. Here we go. Yes. Milo 666. Come on, yes, we're in. We're in. We are Thomas. We are in. So yes, here we go. Let's check out the flag. That's our first flag. We've got the user flag. So now we're cooking on gas. We've got the user flag. This is a medium difficulty, and that wasn't too painful. That was actually fairly straightforward, all things considered. Next thing we've got to do is the privilege escalation. I will record this one in a separate video because this video is getting on for 25 minutes and we're nowhere. Well, we're near completion. We're doing well, but we've got a bit more to go. So I hope this has been somewhat useful. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching, guys.